Who says tea has to be drunk out of a teacup? In old Beijing tea culture, drinking tea was as much about drinking out of one of these as it was out of a cup and saucer. So as well as all the tea houses that used to be in this area of Qianmen, people on the streets walking past would also drink tea very casually out of these gigantic bowls. And the idea is that not only would you get more tea, that the surface area meant that tea cooled quicker so that you could drink it in big gulps. So the famous playwright Lao She wrote a play called which means tea house. And so we're in this kind of museum that showcases scenes from his play. And the Qianmen area would have been full of these tea houses because it was the cultural and historical center of Beijing. And people would come to tea houses, get together, discuss everything from politics to daily life. It was kind of like the miniature form of bigger society, as Lao She himself describes in his play.
Back outside, my friend Becky was ready to try the big bowls.
So dehydrated, need all this tea.
It's a better experience, I think, to have the bowl at the end of the day. It's a different thing.
I think it's so much better than sitting down and drinking out of a cup and saucer.
It's I don't know, you smell the fragrance a little better.
Oh God, it's raining.
Oh shit, it's raining!
So we're still in Qianmen, where China's flagship store, the Starbucks, opened at the end of June. Now, coffee culture is bigger than tea culture for young people. But to stay relevant and historical to the area, Starbucks has a whole floor dedicated to tea called Qianmen. I'm sipping coffee here, but this is actually the tea floor of Starbucks. The brand is Qianmen, that Starbucks owns, and it's the biggest in the world. Becky! I bought you a cup of coffee because you're from Seattle and that's where Starbucks started.
Ooh, well, thank you very much, but I actually don't drink coffee.
That's great, we're on the tea floor.
Yeah.
Tell me about Starbucks in Seattle, Becky. You're from Seattle.
Yeah.
Is it a bit of an institution?
It is basically, so we have like the original Starbucks ever, and it's this huge tourist thing down by the waterfront in our sort of open air marketplace. Yeah, people line up for it. I don't know if it's any better than any other Starbucks.
Or at least they've got free sampling.
Agreed.
Starbucks Reserve is good if you have no money.
A fine American tradition.
Yeah.
Personally, I really don't like the fruity stuff.
And also, it's not very strong. I feel like for 75 for a pot.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, you might want something.
Maybe that's kind of standard, honestly, if you want a pot.
Is there any difference between cutting up your own fruit, drying it out, and then adding water?
That sounds like a lot of work, girl.
The other thing is that Qianmen actually isn't doing very well anywhere else in the world, except in China, where they kind of have to have it because we're in China, the historical part of Qianmen. That is meant to be the Peking opera mask, and it's made of pu'er tea dried into nuggets. Let's go and sit down and enjoy the spacious long tables and maybe even take a nap.
And while I took a nap, Becky went to check out the third floor, a mecca to alcoholic beverages.
I guess they're trying to keep it in like the tea and coffee theme. They've got tea sangria, Thai spiced wine, some sort of berry prosecco. We got Kenyan grapefruit IPA. I don't know if this is gonna be like awesome and bougie or really gross.
Disappointed by the fancy tea of Qianmen, we went in search of more local fare.
This is one of the most symbolic streets of old Beijing, Qianmen. It's right by the southern gate of the old city. And this street used to be a commercial, bustling cultural centre until they renovated it in 2008, and then it became kind of a tourist trap.
I guess it's a bit sad, right? You take a place in China that has all that history, and it becomes this sort of soulless commercial thing with the shops all selling the same things one after another. Like every brick essentially is no longer.
Although this area used to be a commercial centre and the old shops that have been here for hundreds of years are still here, but just look kind of modern old. Actually, we're going to one of the old tea houses that is now also selling ice cream to be more relevant in the modern era.
今天下雨天有很多人还买吗？
买，刚才还排队呢，刚一下雨。
Wuyutal Tea Shop has been around for over 100 years, selling tea, and has been on the street for over 100 years. But these days, because coffee is more popular than tea and ice cream is more popular than tea for young people, they're also expanding their repertoire and selling drinks, cold drinks, and ice cream. And the rain doesn't stop people, which is impressive. It's very good.
All that walking around has made me thirsty again, which can only mean one thing.
With one hand, just like that, that's how you're meant to do it. Knock it back. Bit of a shot.